Two passengers were having sex in the airplane bathroom during turbulence. One of them passed out mid-act. As the aviation security officer on duty, I had no choice but to force the door open. In the cramped space, the two of them were stuck together like conjoined twins. The woman actually had the nerve to blame us. "You kept banging on the door. He got too nervous and passed out. I'm filing a complaint against you." I froze in place. The woman in front of me was my wife, Mira. My wife, who said she had a business trip on our anniversary, was doing this with another man in an airplane bathroom. Looking at the disgusting scene before me, my throat felt like it had a fly stuck in it. Because I was wearing a mask, Mira didn't recognize me. She kept cursing and hurrying us. I swallowed my disgust and said to a nearby flight attendant, "Use some lubricant to separate them first." My colleague and I worked together to move them out. After all that struggling, both of them were drenched in cold sweat, their hair disheveled. When I got a clear look at the man's face, my heart jolted. It was my buddy Tom. I never imagined there'd be any connection between them. After all, every time they met, Tom was pretty cold toward Mira. There was no time to dwell on it now. The area where they were connected had turned purple-black, indicating blocked blood circulation. Tom's face was deathly pale, his breathing unstable. We had to act fast. Looking at the absurd scene before me, I couldn't help but find it laughable. I took the lubricant my colleague had fetched, poured a generous amount on my hands, and was about to apply it to where they were stuck together. Perhaps breathing in the fresh air revived him. Tom opened his eyes at that moment. Seeing what I was about to do, he immediately shouted to stop me. "What the hell are you putting on us? Mira has delicate skin. What if she has an allergic reaction?" I explained patiently. "This is lubricant. There are no harmful ingredients. The priority right now is to separate you two." Tom scoffed. "You say it's harmless? So it's harmless? Let me tell you, Mira can only use a special rose essential oil." I didn't respond. At a critical moment like this, he was being picky about lubricant. I kept a straight face and held down his squirming body, preparing to continue, but he raised his hand and slapped me across the face. "Are you deaf? Without the oil I want, don't you dare touch us." My colleagues were all stunned, looking at each other. These two had been eye-opening from start to finish. The captain, worried that further delay would cause problems, gritted his teeth and made the call. "Someone go buy a bottle. Hurry there and back." Only then did Tom nod with satisfaction. He grasped Mira's hand and said tenderly, "Mira, this is my fault. I was too rough." Mira had long been moved to a complete mess by him, shaking her head excitedly. "How could this be your fault? I should thank you for giving me such a different experience. From now on, you need to spend more time with me, experiencing this cloud-9 happiness." Listening to their nauseating sweet talk, I took a deep breath but choked on it, coughing violently. Mira frowned at me, opening her mouth impatiently. "Why aren't they back yet? Do you all enjoy standing here watching us? Look at you people acting like you've never seen anything. What's wrong with my husband and me having a little romantic fun? When you do separate us, you'd better be gentle. If anything happens to us, I'll sue your airline in court." Seeing her arrogant attitude, I couldn't help but ask, "Then how about we just call an ambulance to take you both to the hospital right now?" Mira rolled her eyes at me. "How clever. You want us to make the front page of the news, is that it?" I sneered inwardly. Mira was quite calculating. She deliberately chose the dates when I had time off to fly with her lover. She didn't expect that I'd cover for a colleague at the last minute, and normally, Mira always used being busy as an excuse, never accompanying me to any airline events. So no one at the airline knew she was my wife. From how naturally they called each other husband and wife, their relationship had clearly been going on for quite some time. I was a bit curious. If she knew I was standing right in front of her, what would her reaction be? After the essential oil they requested was bought back, I poured the entire bottle on them, spread it evenly, and worked with my colleague to pull them apart. The process went relatively smoothly. Both were sent to get dressed separately. I stood there, my emotions inevitably complicated. Just then, my phone buzzed.